guys, I'm Coach Eileen Santos. I'm a relationship coach and romance author, and my mission is to help people learn love facts versus love fiction so they can have more awesome relationships in real life. You are going through something that no one should be going through, but a lot of people are going through, and I hope that you do have the courage to get started on your healing. I need to clarify first if, you know, getting dumped was coming from a place where you were actually in a relationship with this person. Now, the reason I need to clarify this is that there are actually two stages of dating. Okay. So the first stage of dating is this, where you are getting to know each other. That means maybe you found each other through an app or a social platform, or a friend of a friend introduced you, and you've been messaging each other. The conversation has been going great, and you thought that it was going to go somewhere, but he or she never mentioned that you were going to be in a relationship, and all of a sudden that person disappears. I just want to clarify that that is just the getting to know you stage of dating. And even though it feels like you were dumped all of a sudden, what that actually was that person realizing that maybe he or she has no time to invest in the relationship and just let go of it, or that person realized that maybe you don't have that much in common and just stop the conversation. So it may feel like getting dumped, but since there was no relationship to speak of, there was no commitment, there was no agreement, there was no label, then that wasn't getting dumped. I am sorry to say it will hurt, but it was just that person not wanting to continue the conversation with you anymore. I know it hurts, but that's the truth. At least you know that you were not dumped. It's just that it was a conversation that you invested your emotions in, and unfortunately, the other person had a different perspective of that conversation. Second insight that I want to point out. If it was a relationship, a real relationship where, you both knew that you were in a relationship, there is no such thing as without warning or having no signs. Often I encounter a lot of people who knew that there were warning signs, things were not going as well, but we are creatures who would rather deny the things that we are seeing and want to believe that things are going okay, even when they are not. Or maybe you were just really too busy, and that's also another reason why maybe you did not see the warning signs, or you saw the warning signs but just felt too busy to actually do something about it. So there's no such thing as for no reason, or from out of the blue, or without warning. There's always something. It's just up to us to actually be observant of them and to decide if we do something about it or not. If we did not do anything about it, that was a decision. So we have to own up to that. And last thing that I want to bring up about this, okay, so if it was a relationship and you did get dumped, okay, I would strongly advise you to do what it takes for you to start healing your heart. I know that you will have friends and loved ones who you can turn to, but if you want to heal faster, then you have to go through, ideally you would have to go through counseling or a self-help program, because here's the thing. Your parents, your loved ones, your family, your friends, even your super, super best friends, they're dealing with their stuff too. So even if they love you, there will be a limit to how much they can listen to you. And even if they give you advice or try to support you, it will only come from their own experiences. And they will run out of, their energy levels in terms of helping you deal with the thing that you're going through and the stuff that they're going through as well. So it's best for you to go through something more structured, something with real professional help built into it, so that you can heal faster. And when I say heal faster, I want you to remember this. There's a difference between someone who's at fault and someone who is responsible. With things like this, breakups, yes, maybe your partner was the one at fault, but you are the one who is responsible for your own healing. You might wait for the apology that will never come. You might want an explanation. You might want this and that from your partner. You might want a message, just a reply to all of those, the hundreds of messages that you've been sending that this person has been seeing but not responding to, you might want that, but that's not going to help you heal. So you have to go through the process of healing for yourself, with or without, and most likely without the participation of the one who was at fault, your partner. And especially when it comes to counseling, I highly suggest that you go through something like grief counseling, because you are grieving. It is something that is very hurtful. It is a situation that really is bringing out a lot of negative emotions in you. And when it comes to a breakup like this, here's the thing. You're not just letting go of that person. You are actually letting go of three things. The first thing is, yes, you're letting go of that person. The second thing that you're letting go of are the memories of that person, or who that person used to mean to you, okay? Because I'm not saying you should erase all of your memories, all of your pictures together. No, if you want to, take them out of your social media, or, hide that album first, that's fine. But please don't erase that person completely, even though you're hurting. Maybe just keep them away, out of sight for a while, if it's going to help your healing. But remember, when you achieve real healing, then you will have to acknowledge that that person was part of your life. It's just that this person is no longer the version of him or her that you used to remember, the person who was in love with you and who was in a relationship with you. So you're letting go of that person too. And the last thing that you're letting go of are the dreams that you had built into your future, where the other person was supposed to be part of. You can do it. A lot of people have gone through getting dumped and moving on with their lives. It's going to be a difficult process. There is no shortcut, but I know that it's something that you're strong enough to go through.